I finally got Babel. Dang, this is a behemoth. Wow, it's thick. Hey guys, welcome to another book haul. It's now already September, but I have all of this. This much to unveil to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and open the big kahuna first at the bottom of the page. Yeah, I ordered this such a long time ago. It's from Book Outlet, by the way, and I just don't remember what I bought. So let's open this box first. Can't believe it's already fall. People are already putting out Halloween decorations here, you know? I tried to dress a little fall-esque for you guys. Please make it easy on me. Hey. Ooh! Oh, I see a couple of them. Now I remember a little bit. Exclusive summer offer. That's how late I am in opening this box. It's still saying summer. August 31st. Well, it's expired. Darn it! Okay, we have a lot of goodies. First things first is what I've been really wanting to read. I'm very curious about. The Night Shift by Annie Crown. This is such a cute cover. It had me on a chokehold the first time I saw it. Whether or not the book is good, I don't care. This cover is just so cute. I had to have it on my shelves. I know obviously it's a romance book. What is it about? So basically our female main character, Kendall Holiday, works at the library during the night shift and she just likes to read steamy romance books at the library, which I find a little weird. I wouldn't read a Penelope Douglas book in a library in a public space. That's in the comfort of my own home where I won't be judged. Other than when I'm uploading videos of me reading that book to YouTube for the world to see, but Vincent Knight is these character names. Vincent Knight is the male main character and he is the school's basketball captain and wants to find a poetry book. So they're basically opposite attract kind of romance, and I don't know why he's looking for a poetry book, but it turns into a steamy makeout session, and I guess that's how it all starts with their meet cute. I'm just hoping it's a good book. I think I've heard both end of the reviews on this where they really like it or they really don't. I'm wondering where I'll fall on this one. I just want it to be a really good romance, lighthearted story. This is probably an adult book, right? Like this is gonna have some spice in it. It looks like a really short book. Not even 300 pages, just barely almost at 300 pages. Really excited to read this one. Next. Okay, I was seeing this all over TikTok, so I was intrigued. Daughter of the Pirate King. This is obviously from Target. I'm gonna take off this dumb 20% off sticker that they have on every book. Okay, fine, I'll do it later, but gosh, why? If you just want to say 20% off, put it on a sign, not on the book. But I've heard great things about this book. Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. That sounds very Wingardium Leviosa, very British. Okay, so it sounds like she's the daughter of a pirate king, and she deliberately gets herself captured onto a different boat so that she could search the boat or ship. And on that ship, she's looking for a map, and I guess on that ship is also a very lovely male character who will become our male main character. Ooh, nice big fonts and like spaces in between. This is gonna be a very fast read, I can already tell. A little bit over 300 pages. Really excited to read this. I really heard great things about it. I think I also got, oh yes I did. I got the second book, and I got this in a hardcover, in a hardback, and I know the first one's in a paperback and it just doesn't match. I'm sorry, but this was offered with the sprayed edges and I couldn't help myself. This wasn't offered with the sprayed edge. I'm sorry, but look at this. Isn't it so cute? That's so cool. Like, that's adorable. That's so cute. Please tell me the cover is really nice too. Okay, not bad. Ooh, it's like leather feeling. Wow, that's actually a pretty good quality book. I like that. It's very Pirates of the Caribbean feeling. Oh, it's so nice. This one is Vengeance of the Pirate Queen. So we're following a different female pirate person. So I guess our female main character is usually someone who offs someone, but instead, I'm assuming the main female character from this book is asking her, the female main character from this book, to pirate a new ship and has to be taught by a different guy. And that's how their romance ensues. And this sounds like an enemies to lovers story because he's just telling her what to do and she's annoyed, and it's not really her thing to run the ship, but she was ordered to do so by the queen because I guess she's becoming queen. Daughter of the Pirate King. The hardcover is gonna look like that, but you know what? I don't care, it's fine. I think I find beauty in the bookshelf with them just kind of being a mishmash of different books and different colors and different sizes and different textures, so I think it's okay. It doesn't look that terrible. I think it's fine. I hope I enjoyed this series because I did buy 2 of them without having read the first one. Very me. Let's move on. Next. Ooh, okay. We're getting into the fall season. Perfect for this. Oh, I was already preparing without even knowing I was preparing. The League of Gentlewomen Witches by India Holton. This is such a cute cover. I know I am talking about covers way too much, but hey, they matter. And the illustrators, they do a good job on them. Oh, it's book 2 of 3, but it's an interconnected standalone, so you don't need to have read the first one to read this one. It is in feel-good fiction, fantasy romance, and romantic comedy. Oh, just up my alley. That sounds so good. Actually, I think I heard about this first with Katie is reading, and that got me intrigued. Oh, the first one is The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. This already looks like such a cute book. Premise of this book is, it looks like she can do witchcraft and so can he, but she's kind of like the good witch and he's not part of the good witch society, but they're both witches, and there's a powerful talisman on the loose and everyone's trying to find it. So they have to team up together in order to find it before it falls into the wrong hands. That sounds very interesting. I cannot wait to read this for a fall reading vlog. That just sounds so really cute. No, that's so cute. I'm gonna see if the first one's any good too. Okay, next. Ooh, so we have Julia by Sandra Newman. This is a retelling of George Orwell's 1984, and I heard this from Jack Edwards. He was really intrigued with this book as well. I have not read 1984, so I do plan on reading that first before I read this one. I think I have 1984 somewhere here. Yep, I have it here. So I'm gonna be reading this 1984 by George Orwell first, and then I'm gonna read this one next. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, fine. We have another Target book, Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This was all the rage back when it first came out. I have heard good things about it. I know that there is spice in this book, so I'm looking forward to that. So it is the first book of 3, and it is categorized in the vampire romances, dark fantasy, and romantic fantasy. It's part of dark fantasy? Okay, that I didn't know. No wonder there's spice in here. Ah, this dumb sticker is all I can stare at. This is actually a little shorter than I thought it would be. I thought it was like a much taller book. It sounds like this is basically our female main character is a human living in a vampire world, and she must enter a competition in order to secure her place and hopefully allow her to survive in this very vampire-y world that sounds very violent. Looking forward to that. That sounds really cool. Let's see what the hardcover looks like. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. That's actually pretty cool. I wasn't expecting any more like illustrations. It looks like an anime book almost. The font is a little smaller than I would prefer, just, you know, for my eyes if I'm gonna read for a long time, but that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully it's a good read. It does sound like it could be a fall read. I mean, vampires, I could read this in October. Next, we have The Golden Enclaves by Naomi Novik. This is a dark academia book. I really want to read The Deadly Education. This is the second book. Deadly Education is the first book. It's a coming-of-age fantasy. Okay, well, yeah, they're students. It's a dark academia book. I'm looking forward to reading it. Let's look at the hardcover. Oh no! There's nothing, but it's still like really, it's fitting for the type of book because it's supposed to be about academia, and this kind of looks like an academic book if you didn't read the title of the spine. Okay, I'm actually fine. Good. It's good. It's not bad. Okay, well, I mean, it's the second part of a book, so all I know is that, oh no, the pages are bent. Oh no, that's not good. That's okay. We'll put you back. I am preparing for a video, and this book is part of that plan. So can you guess what it is? So many videos planned for you guys coming up. So many reading vlogs, so many challenges. I'm very excited. Next, the one book that I was really remembering in this box is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have read The Dead Romantics. I love that book. I really, really like that book. It was great until the very end. I don't know what star rating I gave it, maybe like a 4.5, 4.75, but it was like a really good rating. I'm actually thinking that this is gonna rate higher because of all of the good reviews that I've heard from this book. I am so excited. This is the magical realism book, you know, where it's like, it's a normal world, but you just have a teensy bit of magic, and that just makes all the difference. She's just in a different time zone compared to the other guy, that her love interest, and how are you gonna do that? That reminds me of The Lake House with Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. I'm wondering if it's something like that. Yeah, I'm just so excited for this one. So he lives in the past and she lives in the present. That's actually very The Lake House vibes. I really like Ashley Poston's writing. I haven't read her novel, A Novel Love Story by her, the one that recently came out yet. Haven't heard too great things about that one, but I'm still gonna read it because I really like Ashley Poston's story so far. That is it for Book Outlet. Next, from a new place that I hadn't heard about, but they actually reached out to me and asked if they could send me a box, and I was like, yeah, sure, definitely. And that is Aardvark Book Club, and they sent me some books they thought I would enjoy based on what my reading preferences are. Let's just open up and see what they have given me. It's just like a really cool, funky, colorful box. Ta-da! So actually, I already opened this up just to see what was inside. They gave me a total of 3 books. This first one is called Masquerade by O.O. Sangoyomi. I'm so sorry if I butchered that terribly. So it is categorized in the Black and African American historical fiction, alternate history science fiction, and in folklore. That sounds interesting. So it's in 15th century West Africa. So basically, she's kidnapped and the kidnapper, which is a king, wants to capture her and make her his wife. But in their society, she does really well and soars to the top of the society and gains a lot of respect. But remember, she's captured, so she has to bring back her former society's good graces because they were just totally overcome by the king's warriors, and she needs to put her society back where she came from. That's gonna be difficult. That's a lot of work. Shall we see the hardcover, what it looks like? Okay. Oh, it has the Aardvark logo on there. That's interesting. Oh, it's a nice feeling. It's like those matte, like, but slippery-ish little bit, kind of. But yeah, that's a nice feeling. That's a cute thing. There's a cute spine. Masquerade. Next, we have The Truth According to Ember by Danica Nava. So I think this is a Native American romance book, which I've never seen or read before, so that's interesting. So she's basically in her job search era, and she cannot find a job nor land interviews. So when she checks the mark for being white instead of Native American, she actually gets job interviews. So now it's kind of like, oh, do I stay true to myself, or do I just continue with this facade of me being a white woman so I can do well in corporate America? And then I guess he's also working at the company too, and he's also Native American, and they start up a workplace romance. Ta-da! Next. Okay, this is one of the most stunning book covers I have seen in a very long time. A Dark and Drowning Tide. Like, this is such good artwork. What is this? This is so beautiful. I can't even... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to show you if this had any... Okay, so that's what the hardback looks like for that book. Sorry, I totally got sidetracked there. Okay, let me show you before I forget for this one, the hardback. So I guess all Aardvark books kind of just look the same. And this font, and look at this gold foiling, it's beautiful. So this is by Alison Saft, and I think this is a sapphic romance. So it's a dark fantasy, LGBTQ, and romantic fantasy. So our girl basically wants to become a naturalist, and her mentor is then murdered in her quarters above their ship, and then the 5 remaining expedition mates are the suspects. And the only person she knows is the innocent person is an academic rival, which is where the sapphic romance comes into play, and then they're just trying to figure out who killed her mentor. This is such a good illustration, and it really helps you imagine the type of story it is and the setting, although I didn't know that they were on a ship. And then they also sent, like, which is so convenient, 3 bookmarks for those 3 books, and these are so cute. They're the Aardvark logos. That's adorable. Thank you, Aardvark. So what we have, I recently realized that you can purchase books from Goodwill. I recently made a donation to Goodwill. I went there and I was like, while I'm here, might as well look inside the store and see what they have. Little did I know they had a whole book section. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So I just kind of perused around and I found a few books that I really like. And they were so cheap. So I really encourage you guys to go to a Goodwill and look and see if there's any goodies in your local Goodwill. So actually, the first book that I found was Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I found the Sally Rooney book for $4. Literally $4. Can you guys just wrap your head around that? This is a Sally Rooney book, but it was $4. And then I found a not so new book by P.G. Wodehouse, The Code of the Woosters. So this is like a very old author. It's an old book. P.G. Wodehouse is very popular for the Jeeves series, which I do have somewhere. Oh. Here, yeah, I have this. So My Man Jeeves. So it's just like a really funny thing. It's like a really older book. I think he's part of the classics because it's just so old and good, but it's like funny. And when I was reading this, I didn't expect it to be that funny or like, oh, that's a twist. That was really interesting. So because I like this one, I purchased this one. I haven't heard about this book at all, so I don't know what it is, but if it's anything like this one, I'm hoping it's humorous. I am preparing for a video, so if you guys can tell what the concept is, let me know down below what you think it is. But yeah, guess how much this one was? $3. This was $3 because it's so old, but it's in such good condition. Look at the cover. Like, tell me that doesn't look like something like, it's just so classic. Like it's such in good condition compared to how old it is. I love it. It's so, I'm gonna keep this. As long as it's a good story, I'm gonna keep this, but it's so cute. Okay, next. I really like Trevor Noah. So when I saw this book, had to purchase it. Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. He is a comedian. He used to host The Daily Show, which I used to watch. I think he's hilarious. He has stand-up comedy that's also really hilarious. And just the way he speaks, I find it entertaining and intriguing. He also has lived a really interesting life back in South Africa during apartheid. And he has really interesting stories. And I just hope that I find this book entertaining and funny as well. And guess how much this book was? $4. I think it's selling on Amazon for like $9.99 or something. I'm hoping that it's a fun book. And also I just realized that the font is small and there are barely any spaces in between these lines. I don't like that type of book. Why do they do that? To save money on paper probably, but it's not good for the reading experience. Gosh dang it. That is all from Goodwill. Next, Amazon. The good old Amazon. I finally got Babbel. Dang. This is a behemoth. Wow, it's thick. Let's look at the cover. It's nothing there. Oh, no, actually, it's like an embossment of RF Kwong. Okay, RFK, cool, that's interesting. But still, come on. I want like something like this on here. If you guys saw my last video, I think it was in Belgium that I found a copy of Babbel that had the sprayed edge with like the castle or like the school, I think maybe it is, sprayed on here. That was beautiful. You guys, this book haul is just like really preparing for fall and I didn't even realize it. But you guys know this is a dark academia book. R.F. Kwong, she is like very well known for her Puppy War series and for the Yellow Face, which have not read yet, so I am buying more books from an author that I don't even know if I like yet, but I'm pretty sure I like it. So our main character is enrolled into Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Babbel. So as a Chinese boy in Britain, he realizes serving Babbel means betraying his motherland. As his studies progress, Robin finds himself caught between Babbel and an organization dedicated to stopping imperial expansion. When Britain pursues an unjust war with China over silver and opium, Robin must decide. Her books are so smart. I don't even understand where she gets these ideas from. She's just so smart and such a good writer is what I've heard. And holy moly, that is a lot of words on a page. Oh gosh, please let it be a good read. Okay, I mean the chapters are not too long. Long time ago, I think it was part of the 24 hours challenge, but I read Caraval. And I gave it 5 stars. I have been wanting to read Legendary and Finale for a long time after reading that because I was really enjoying that book. So I bought the whole set. Even though I have already read Caraval, at least I can have all 3 books because I want to be reminded that I read Caraval and enjoyed it. Okay, that's my justification. And if you get it in a box set, it increases your chances of getting books that are in mint condition. These are so good to feel to the touch. I really want to read The Ballad of Never After, Once Upon a Broken Heart, and so on and so forth. But I also really want to finish this series before I read that, even though you can read this without reading this. But since I enjoyed this series, why not go ahead and read them in order? This is so pretty. Okay, so this is Caraval. I mean, I already read this book. I know I like it, so I'm just gonna put that to the side here. Legendary is gonna be the next book, the second book, and I'm gonna be reading this one. I cannot wait because I heard that it just gets better and better as the books go on in that series. So I'm just excited to read this one. And then Finale, that's so pretty. It feels so good to the touch, my goodness. It's like the matte feeling. So in this story, there's like a circus that comes and sets up every year and they have people come and play these games. But the main character, she realizes that it's not really a game when she finds out her sister is taken and the whole goal of the game is to find her sister. But she just realizes how dangerous it is. So she's gonna have to save her sister and then avoid danger in the meantime. And then as a series, I actually don't know what these two are about. And I don't really like to say what the plots are about in the books of a series because I don't want to spoil anything for the first book. I'll just let you know if I enjoyed them. I'm excited for this one. And that is it. We have a lot of books here. 18 books for this book haul today. Ooh, there you go. That's 18 books. Thank you for joining me in this book haul. Oh, this is gonna fall. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh. Okay, yay! It didn't come crashing down. Oh.